You are not alone. We all go through struggles. We all go through pain. We all experience suffering. We all deal with trials and tribulations, sometimes one after the other, sometimes just for a season, sometimes maybe there hasn't been much rest for a while. And sometimes rest comes as a blessing. And the one thing we do need to remember and have peace in is the fact that we are not alone. We have never been alone. And even in the darkest moments, you can always call upon God and His presence, and He will be right there. I experienced this last night, and it was such a peaceful moment. I basically prayed myself to sleep and was awake most of the night, going through my difficulties that God is having me grow from in this season of my life. And then waking up, reading His Word, and it just, and something else is that I went to bed I prayed myself to sleep, and once we woke up, there was snow, and I haven't seen snow for a long time. And my son, it was his first time seeing snow. We didn't even know that it was gonna snow. I was hoping it would while we were here visiting his grandma, but it had snowed last night. And the most incredible thing is that the house that got kind of like the most snow, it wasn't like a bunch of snow, but the one that did was here where we're staying. And it's even still today, the only one that has like still a little bit of snow left is this one. And it made me so happy because I woke up, and as soon as I got out, she tells me it snowed, and the joy it gave me, and all day, like I said, I've been seeing the snow. It's just me remembering, like, wow, I was in the presence of God last night. I could feel it. I was praying. I was everything. I was crying. I was, like, praising, worshiping, thanking, because above it all, the one thing I am still the most, like, coming to God for the most is just thankfulness, because I am so thankful. This whole year, which is almost coming to an end, has been His work of art for sure in my life, and just recognizing how much He has been with me, how much He has lifted me, how much He has given me peace through everything that I am going through. And not just me, but everyone that the situation, right, involves. I just know that God is there, and I am more and more trusting and giving my heart. And this is something last night too, like continuing to give God our hearts and surrendering everything that's in it, so that He may do His will, His purpose. My prayer for the past, 6 months or more is just, your will be done in my life. That's like a mantra at this point, because I want His will to be done in my life. I am done doing it my way. The only thing I did trying to be my own God was mess everything up, and now I have to deal with the consequences, because I am not perfect. I make mistakes. I have made mistakes, especially after separating myself from God and being in the world, right? And I could not be more grateful that God made me, literally made me, pick up a Bible again and start reading the Bible. There is no greater book in this whole entire planet. It is alive. It is alive. I remember reading something when I first started reading it, and it being completely transformed by it, and then reading it again, and then it happens again. I pray that we will continue to come to the feet of Jesus, and that he will continue to heal, restore, and he will continue to give us the strength that we need to go through all the trials and tribulations that we need to go through all the suffering, through all the pain, through all the hurdles, through whatever struggles. And if you are going through these things, know that you're not alone. You're not alone, because we all are. We all are. There's no one who's suffering more than others. Like, we all, it may be a different circumstance. It may be a different geographical location. But after all, we are all experiencing something. And God is teaching us something through what we are learning, through what we are experiencing. I pray we never become the victims. I pray that we always come to God, we always come to Christ, and that he gives us the wisdom and the peace and the grace in our lives necessary to carry on. Because we all have a purpose, we all have a mission. We all are beautiful creations of God. We all fall short of the glory, because nobody can be like God. Yet we can strive to be it. And there's no better way to live than living a godly life. As a matter of fact, all of the world's problems will be solved if we just put God back in the center of everything. And that can be clearly seen. I pray that God will continue to show us the way, to light the way, to flush out whatever darkness is in our hearts, whatever things are unhealed. I pray that he will rewire all of our brains for all trauma that might have happened, or for those of us who are healing from traumas and things that we put ourselves into, that now God is picking up the pieces and doing his wonderful job as a loving, caring father that he is. I pray that we will start seeing God as the loving, caring father that he is. Our Father in heaven, who loves us, wants the best for us, and will never, ever, ever forsake us. He's always there. Like, even through when I was the most separated from God, now I look back and I can see how much in my journey, even though I was living in deception and separated from God, I can see how he was there with me. I was never alone, even in the worst moments of my life in separation from God. And the latest experience, which was the one that brought me back to God. Thank God. You are not alone. You are loved. You are loved. Your Father in heaven loves you.